Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. It's a rare evening when Neuvillette is not burdened by the weight of his duties, and you've taken full advantage of it by settling into your favorite spot on the couch with a good book. The house is quiet, save for the occasional cracking of the fire. And you're finally beginning to lose yourself in the pages when you feel a familiar presence behind you. You glance up to find Neuvillette standing there, his usual composed expression softened by something almost shy. He says nothing at first, just looks at you with those deep, thoughtful eyes of his, the corners of his mouth turned up in a small, almost hesitant smile. Do you need anything, Neuvillette? You ask, setting your book aside with a fond smile. And instead of answering immediately, he slides onto the couch beside you, closer than usual. His hand reaches out to take yours, long fingers intertwining with your own, as you let out a contented sigh. I was wondering if I could stay like this with you for a while. He murmurs, his voice unusually soft and almost vulnerable. You raise an eyebrow in surprise, but you don't hesitate to lean into him, your head finding a comfortable space right above his shoulder. Of course, Neuvillette. You don't have to ask. He lets out a small, relieved hum, shifting so you can wrap his other arm around your waist, pulling you even closer. It's not like him to be this openly affectionate, this needy for contact, but you can easily tell that he's savoring every moment of it. You're in a clingy mood today, my dragon. He teased lightly, pressing a kiss to his jaw, and Neuvillette's lips curve into a soft smile as he looks down at you, his hold tightening ever so slightly. Perhaps I am, he admits, his tone warm and unguarded, but only because being close to you brings me a peace that I could not find anywhere else, anywhere that you're not. You smile, resting your hand on his chest as you settle into his embrace, and stay as long as you'd like, Neuvillette. You whisper, feeling his contentment wash over you. And I intend to, he replies, his voice as gentle as the touch of his lips against your temple. The two of you staying like that for a little bit longer than you needed to, but only because you wanted, because you loved each other so much, and all you ever sought was the attention of the other. Arlecchino. The night is cold, with a sharp breeze slipping through the cracks of the window panes in your room. The flames in the fireplace dance lazily, casting flickering shadows across the walls. She'd been distant these past few days, her responsibilities as a knave pulling her in every direction. It was not unusual for her to be caught up in the Fatou's intricate web of plots and plans, but it always left a void. And just as you're beginning to worry about how she won't be coming back tonight, the door creaks open, and you look up, and there she is, Arlecchino. She stands there with a look hard to decipher, and her usual still composure is softened, an unfamiliar vulnerability in the way that she holds herself. Without a word, She crosses the room, her movements more tentative than usual, and she stops in front of you, her gaze fixed on yours, as if searching for something. Then you realize she's probably wanting to say something and she's just unsure. Arlecchino, is everything alright? You said, hoping to nudge her in the right direction. She did not answer immediately. Instead, she steps closer, slipping her arms around your waist and pulling you into her. You can feel the tension in her body as she rests her head on your shoulder, her hold on you tight, almost desperate. I needed to see you. I've been consumed with work. It's long and tiring lately, but I've missed you, my dear. You blinked in surprise, not used to seeing her like this, and not used to hearing honesty from her mouth. She was being so open and so unguarded. Gently, you wrap your arms around her, stroking her back in soothing circles. You're here now, and I'm not going anywhere. Arlecchino lets out a small sigh, her breath warm against your neck. I know, but sometimes I can't help feeling like I'm losing you, like this world is trying to pull you away from me. You pull back slightly, just enough to cover her face in your hands. You're not losing me. I'm right here, Arlecchino. And I'm not going anywhere. Not now, and not ever. Her eyes soften at your words, and for a moment, the mask she wears slips, and all she is just your lover, Arlecchino, and not the harbinger. You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to lean on me too. Arlecchino does not immediately respond, but then, after a while, she sighs softly and kisses your forehead. I suppose you're right about that. I should count on you more often, she says, letting herself melt into your arms. Because maybe she didn't have to keep that mask on at all times. She could rest. She could do whatever she wanted, as long as you're around and no one else was there to see.